Hello, everyone. As I said previously, I was going to try and do a video that might help to explain what it is I'm trying to say, explain what happened in my case, maybe, and explain a little bit about joint enterprise and how it can affect people. So, in January 2008, I was charged with joint enterprise murder with two other people. It was a horrific case. The victim was brutally murdered. It did happen in my flat. Although I wasn't part of it, I wasn't involved. No forensics on me. We were held on remand for 6 months. And I was going to trial all day. I knew my defence was not a problem. I was going to run trial. But in the 6 months I was on remand, my little baby boy had been born in prison. And I was allowed to go there to visit it and hold him a few weeks before trial. And on the morning of said trial, my own legal team turned on me. I was told that if I ran trial, she would get life, our baby would be taken into care, and I would probably get 30 years. I broke down and asked what I could do. I was told if I pleaded guilty, I would serve the life sentence and they would be freed and be able to go home and live their lives. I was given an hour to think about it in the cells with my other co-defendant. I went back into the legal room and I broke. And I went upstairs and I pleaded guilty to a murder I didn't commit. And I've been fighting that conviction for 17 years. I spent 10 years in high security prisons around, some of the toughest conditions you can imagine. I then had a stroke and heart failure 10 years ago that nearly killed me. And I've just kept going. I've just kept fighting. I've just kept fighting the truth. To show the truth. To show I'm not a murderer. I'm not a killer. I haven't got that in me. All of you know me from childhood, from home, family. You know I haven't got that in me. So I stood up for 17 years in the prison system, and anybody who knows me and met me will tell you that. I was the strongest prisoner I could be. I never engaged because I couldn't. I never did courses because I couldn't. I couldn't show remorse for something I hadn't done, although I am racked with remorse about the events. I've had CBT therapy for that. I've had counselling for that. I'm a recovered alcoholic. I never had any drink, drugs, violence, mobile phones, gang activity on my record in 17 years. I was a mentor, a rep, a listener, a lifer rep. I educated myself in prison law. I acted as a Mackenzie friend for 10 years to support other prisoners. And I've come out determined to help the prisoners I've left behind. Determined to help my campaign group, Jengba, Jengba. These people are incredible. They stood by me the whole time I was away. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people who run Jengba. Gloria, Jan, I owe you my life. You know what you mean to me. And I want everybody seeing this to know what you mean. And that includes UNGRIP, the people who support prisoners held on IPP. For all the IPP prisoners, this is as much for you as it is for joint enterprise. For the prisoners who are held on 2-strike life sentences, you're not forgotten. I promised prisoners when I came out I wouldn't forget. I wouldn't let them be forgotten. I would speak. I'm not going to name names because I don't need to. They know who they are and I know who they are. I didn't commit this offence. I didn't kill the victim. And I've got 3 incredible children I have to prove that to. I've let them down. I've let my eldest son down. I've let my daughter down badly, and I have to own that and I have to accept that. I love them with every beat of my heart. I can't let this go. I won't let this go. And this isn't for me. This is for my town, for the people, my friends, my family, the people I've left behind. Joint enterprise and IPP, they are massive, massive stains on the justice system. And I just ask any of you watching this, to please just go onto Jengba, go onto UNGRIP, read about these things. I don't want any young person being charged with joint enterprise murder, convicted of joint enterprise murder, and sent away for long, long periods of their lives. We've seen it for 15, 16 years that the campaign's been going. And I was a massive inside campaigner for Jengba, and I fully intend to be the same outside. For the people in my town who don't know me anymore, who've not seen me for many, many years, I send this with love. I send this with my heart. And if I never see any of you again, please just educate the town on joint enterprise. Please. I don't want any young person in Market Drayton or anywhere in the UK to be convicted of this again unnecessarily. It's horrendous. But justice is coming. Jengba have taken on the fight. The message is coming out. Watch this space. Please stand with me. If you feel you can't, I totally accept that. I understand that, and I won't ever feel any difference towards any of you who can't. But stand with Jengba, stand with UNGRIP. Injustice happens across this country, in every corner in the land. I send this message with love from my heart. I hope my children see it. I hope one day I can rebuild with you. I'm sorry. But I will stand my ground until they quash my conviction. No justice, no peace. I hope you understand a little bit better now. Love to you all. Take care of all of you. Bye.